Okay, hello everyone. This is another video on English as a second language IGCSE 0510 and 0511. All right, exercise 6, how to write an article. Okay, let me just dive straight to it. Your local newspaper has asked readers to send in articles about whether your town is a good place for teenagers to live. You decide to write an article for the newspaper. So it's going to be formal because it's a newspaper, right? Now, in your article, write about. So when we're talking about formal, please avoid slangs, avoid contraction as well. Now, write about whether you think your town is a good place for teenagers to live. All right. Here are some comments from your friends. I think the entertainment here is more for adults than us. Okay, this is a negative comment. Everything is so expensive in the town center. This is also a negative comment. There are a lot of places for people our age to meet up. This is a positive comment. Getting from one part of the town to another is easy. This is another positive comment. You see, these things will actually throw you deeper into the idea of the question, what it's actually asking you to do. Now, write an article for the local newspaper giving your views. The comment above may give you some ideas, and you should also use some ideas of your own. Very important. Okay, so you can actually use those comments, arrange them logically, and then you begin to add some ideas of your own to this particular comment given. Okay, but ensure that you do not just use this comment as it is like this. You need to add to it in the sense that you can increase the word there by adding example or the reason for this. Okay, or the way you also connect it with another point, making it look like, okay, you've refined the word. We did something similar in review writing. Okay, so let's look at the tips. All right, what are the writing tips for article? Okay, how to write an article. Now, give your article an interesting and engaging title. Very important. Ensure you give a title to your article. Okay, before I move on, I will explain one-sided and two-sided article. That is actually left for you. You can decide to write a one-sided article or a two-sided article. All right. So start with an introduction that grabs the reader's attention, an introduction into the particular points that you're discussing. And one of the ways to do that is also to pick the keyword in the question. Pick the keyword. What are the keywords? In this particular questions we've looked at, we are looking at teenagers. If the city is, let me look at it again. Okay, your local newspaper has asked readers to send in an article about whether your town is a good place for teenagers. Okay, the town, or let me say my town, being a good place for teenagers. All right, good place is also a concept that everyone in this world is actually hoping to live in a place that is good, comfortable, nice, pleasant, to their taste, their interest, that match their desire and goal in life. Now, so you can pick this thing and then begin to broaden and expatiate its significance to the life of every human. You can pick teenagers, which is a very important keyword there. Okay, that can be what you will pick to start your article. What is teenagers? Teenagers are the kind of people who believe or who likes or who do this. They are active people. Anything that comes to your mind, it's left to you. You describe them and then you start writing already. Okay, your town. If it's a local community you want to talk about, all right. So you can pick that as well and develop something. Okay. Use a lively and engaging tone suitable for a school magazine or blog. All right. And if it's a newspaper, ensure it's lively and engaging. Use paragraphs to separate different ideas. This is one of the mistakes that students often make. Okay, and then I do also tell my students, the point is ensure you do not write every point, I mean all your points in the same paragraph. Okay, let there be an introduction explaining the key term. All right, and then moving straight into, still in the introduction, you give the possibility of if you're going for a two-sided or a one-sided. That is, if you believe that, okay, the town is not a good, what I mean by one-sided, okay, let me just explain it. For example, if your town is a good place for teenager, right? If your town is a good place for teenager, now one-sided will be the town is a good place. All right, one-sided will also be the town is not a good place. So if you're choosing the town is a good place, you are focusing on that alone throughout your essay. That is good. If you believe that the town is not a good place, you're focusing on that alone, that is also one-sided. But if you believe that, okay, the town can be a good place and also it might lack some things, all right, the combination of both, now that means you're writing a two-sided. So it depends on you entirely what you want to go for. All right, so which means that you should have different ideas you want to talk about. If you're writing two-sided article, now you can have one to talk about the town being a good place, and then another paragraph, the town not being a good place. So that is fair enough. But if you're writing a one-sided article, you can say, okay, the town is a good place, mention one reason. Another paragraph, the town is still a good place, mention another reason, and then you move on. That's in the body paragraph. Okay, use paragraph to separate. Yeah, for one-sided article, clearly express your opinion throughout. Okay, for two-sided article, present both sides fairly before giving your opinion. Now, which will be the conclusion, right? The opinion at the end now will be your conclusion. Now, use rhetorical questions to direct address to involve the readers. Okay, rhetorical questions are things like questions that are not demanding answers but demanding thought. Let me put it that way. They're actually there for people to think about. Okay, can we consider this being good enough for teenagers? You see, something like that. It's just a word, or let me say um, a particular expression that attract, let me say, appeal to the logic of the reader. Now, include examples, personal experiences, or suggestions. All right, you can do that. End with a strong conclusion or call to action. Call to action is let's do this, let's do this. Okay, you're encouraging everyone to do something. You know, that can be a very nice one and still within the word limit. All right, so this is a sample article. All right, this is a topic: are teenagers happy living in our town? You know, a question. All right, so this kind of a thing, it's engaging, it will attract the attention of the reader. Okay, so are they happy? The person wants to know, are they happy or not? All right, so teenagers make up a large part of the community. Now you can pause the video and then you go through this yourself, and then you'll be able to identify how we've structured it. Okay, the introduction here, the advantages, okay, saying that the town is good, saying that the town is lacking some things that they need, all right, and the conclusion, all right. So what should be done, all right. So that is it. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Okay, please, if you've learned something, please like the video, share with your friends. Okay, and also comment in the comment section whatever it is that is your thought, or if you want me to create another video on something that you would like, so please you can write it in the comment section. Okay, I wish you all the very best in your preparation. Goodbye.